101. Let's do take two,
You
Shafi.
have to steal my phrase. What's wrong with
Take
you?
two. Let's do take two, Shafi. Oh my goodness. Hi, I'm Daniel Likis.
I'm Alessandro Antonio. Welcome to Food 101.
Food, 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 people. Let's talk about food. Oh, Shafi.
Yes,
Another week.
yes, I know another week passed by. Wow, it's too fast.
So fast. It's already what? Next week is October.
Oh,
Next
yeah,
week.
that's last day of summer, not today.
Last day of the summer.
Today or tomorrow?
Ah,
Today.
yes. I think we have a good summer for this summer, Chappy. We have a good summer because uh, wildfire is
Wow.
less. Wildfire is less, Chappy. Not like previous summer. Summer, we're burning, people. But thank God, God gave us the rain for those wildfire. So, Shafi, before we go on, let's shout out our top five countries listening to us this week.
Absolutely.
So, Shafi,
What we got? Food 101, United Arab Emirates, Indonesia, Philippines, India, United Arab Emirates again. We
yes,
got
thank
twice,
you.
28-29.
Twice.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, United Arab Emirates. You have a lot of fun over there. Ah, marhaba, shukran jazilan, United Arab Emirates. I hope you will continue listening to us so that we gain our 2 million downloads.
Yeah, you're Filipino, eh? 117, eh?
Yes, Philippines. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And as I said, please support us and give us our 1 million downloads. So, Shafi, before we go on, I want
Mhm.
to invite our listeners to please do purchase our Food 101 merchandise. Name
Okay.
it, and we have it. Name it and we have it. Wow. So we have coffee mug, accessory pouch, apron, and a lot more.
Yeah,
And
keep going. Oh my God.
yes, we have also brief bikini, people, if you're wondering. Wow, amazing product. So please, people, support us. Food 101 merchandise available on Etsy and Shopify. So, Shafi, what we gonna talk about today?
Well, we talk about Tuscany today. Tuscany, you know?
Tuscany.
Toscana, Toscana.
Toscana. So, Shafi, which part in Italy, where you can find Tuscany? Is
No,
it on the top, on the bottom, or
no, it's in the central top of on top of the Lazio, so it's over there, eh? Toscany.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, it's our
in
neighbor. It's a
between.
neighbor. My neighbor.
Hmm. Yes. I heard a propaganda that Shafi that on the upper on the top parts of Italy are the richest province and the lower
Which
part are
one?
in Italy. They're
Oh
saying
yeah.
that the top province of the top like Venetia, Rome are the richest province. Why the lower part are the less. Is it true, Shavi?
No, it's not.
Sorry, people. It's not. It's not the price. The propaganda is wrong.
No, but I can tell you why. It's a rich country that's got lots of natural things. Like, well, of
Cultural.
course they got wine, they got mountain, they got sea, so they got nice seafood. Some part of Tuscany, you got some nice, beautiful. You got the cinghiale, wild boar over there. So lots of things. Lots of truffle,
Yes.
lots of wine, 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 wine.
Yes. Italy.
Good wine, good
Good.
wine,
Good wine.
very very good wine.
Yes, people. Italy is one of the leading producer of wine. So,
Yeah.
Italian wine are so che buono.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So, Shafi, what will be the first?
Well, the first one, I think the most one of the most popular is the bistecca alla Fiorentina. Wherever you go in Florence or Tuscany, wherever you go, You can ask for a bistecca fiorentina, large T-bone steak, and it's a grill on nice and high heat and served nice and rare.
Rare
It is
blue.
medium well. Oh my God, no, no, no. But it's a signature dish of Florence, especially. That's why I call Fiorentina, Florence from Florence. It's a typical dish. You can't go wrong. If you go to Firenze, you have to eat one. But it doesn't
Yes.
matter wherever you go in Tuscany, you can have a beautiful, nice steak, T-bone. And that's a Fiorentina style.
Mm, yes. So
Another
are
one. Yes, sorry, sorry.
Giuseppe, are you serving blue in
Huh?
Italy? Blue, then rare, and what else? Medium rare.
Blue. If
No.
somebody like it, but you can have a tartare. It's the same thing anyway.
Yes. The same tartar.
But,
Carpaccio.
no, most of the time, well, it's rare anyway. So it's classic for. You can't cook too much, otherwise you're gonna have a frisbee in your mouth. So, so
For sure.
yeah, absolutely. For the second one, it's classic ribollita, vegetable, thick, nice thick vegetable and bread soup, made with the beans. You got your cavolo nero, you got your kale, you got your carrots, and of course you need your sourdough stale bread. You keep stale bread, you keep a couple of days over there, hard like a rock. You just put it inside there, and you put the soup on it. Here we go. You got a perfect soup.
Mm,
Some recipe you boil with the bread too. It's broken inside the soup, and that's why they call usually you make the day before, and then after the next day you or ribollita you reboil another day, the next day. So that's the thing. But it's an amazing soup, very good one, classic Tuscany style soup. You can't go wrong with that.
yes. And
Uh,
Chef here,
uh,
Rebolita is like minestrone too, right? It so happened that
yeah, yeah,
minestrone.
it's a kind. Let's say that's Toscana minestrone with instead they put well, we sometimes we put pasta instead of minestrone, sometimes we put just without just vegetable. But for them, it's they put bread on it. So that's the classic, for the ribollita. Yeah, I will not call like a minestrone. Yeah, you got your vegetable in, yeah, but not that much vegetable they use for a minestrone.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It so happened that minestrone is more famous. So try
Yeah,
Rebolita,
you know what? The
people.
ribollita is very good. Once you try once, you really like it. You want to have more after, for sure.
Yes. You
Even if
want
I don't
more.
mind the minestrone, I like minestrone. If it's a good minestrone, of course.
Yes. Me too. I love minestrone.
Another one, is talking about soup. That there is a Papa Pomodoro. Okay, so
Papa
Papa Pomodoro,
Pomodoro.
it's a soup made with tomatoes. That's
Tomatoes.
pomodoro. Papa Pomodoro. It's the food with tomato, practically tomato food, tomato dish. You use again your sourdough bread. If it's stale, it's much better. You just put it on the plate, and then you just drizzle with this nice and flavor tomato soup. It's garlic, olive oil on a basil. Classic, and it's a very intense flavor. So it's very, very. You can taste really the tomato. If you really like tomato, I think this is the best choice that you can have. For tomato soup. I
Yes.
like tomato soup.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yes. Me too.
Mm.
Tomato soup is good for, lycopene. Ah,
Yeah,
trivia people,
absolutely.
lycopene.
Yeah.
Good for fighting cancer. So, Shafi, next will be.
One of my favorite zuppa di pesce style is caciucco, classic caciucco livornese. You can't go wrong with that. Made with the most types of various fish that you can find, seafood, and let's say most of it's octopus, mussel, of course, different kind of fish. you can put anything inside there anyway, because
Yes.
it's a classic soup. Yes. And and
It's a
more
fish
fish you put it in, the more flavor it's got. Anyway, of course, you can put shrimp, you can put anything, clams. Of course, you need classic, maybe big fish like cod, stuff like that. Inside to give a nice flavor on the soup.
like
But
fisherman's
yeah,
soup.
it's a classic. You serve after with a nice garlic bread beside. It's beautiful. Still, you need your sourdough Toscana bread. They make
Yes.
a very very good bread in Tuscany.
Yes, for sure.
And talk about bread, we have panzanella. You know, that's another dish. It's a classic summer dish where you got your still again your stale bread, and you can cut some chunk of tomatoes, cucumber, red onion, basil, and olive oil. You can mix all together.
Yes.
You cut your bread too in inside. You mix, and let's say some olive oil, salt, and pepper. It's an amazing salad, classic panzanella.
Panzanella.
Yes.
Amazing. One of the great insalata.
Yeah, well, it's a perfect way to use, if you got leftover bread. It's especially in the summertime. I think it's one of the best way to use it, because you got in the summertime, you got all this nice, beautiful product. You got the tomato, you got the cucumber. You just mix everything together. Salt, pepper. You put nice vinegar on it. Boom, here we go. Basil, lots of basil. Mix all together. Put on a plate, and you eat. That's done.
Que bono, as
Yeah,
they
very, very
said.
good. Very, very good.
Que bono, as they said. But Shafi, before we go on, I want to thank Fitchspot for recognizing my Book 101 review as one of the test best book podcasts. Thank you so much, Fitchpot. And speaking of Book 101 review, please do listen to my latest episode for my book for my feature author of the month of September, Mr. Joe Clifford. He's award winning and best selling author. So please do support him and give him more support so that more books to come. And of course, my feature of feature author of the month of July, Mr. Douglas Burton. Please support them because if you support them, more books to come. So, Shafi, what will be the next?
The next, fagioli all'uccelletto. That
Oh,
means
wow.
beans of the birds.
Oh, wow. Really?
Translator from Italian
English.
English.
Oh,
Anyway, it's
bird
a dish
soup.
of cannellini beans, and it's a stew of beans, cooked with tomato, garlic, sage, olive oil, and you can put. It's a classic side dish for any kind of meat, sausage, or even the same steak. You can put it beside that. It's a classic. I love them because it's so tasty. Especially with the cannellini beans, they're amazing. And that's it. I think that's it's a very good one.
Yes. A
Simple to make
good
too.
bird soup. I said bird soup.
Yeah, that's the translation. Your beans of the birds.
Beans of the birds. Okay. So, Shafi, because we are talking about different dishes in region in Italy, let's shout out those region listening to us. So,
Okay, so we got Tuscany,
yes,
50%. We got Lombardia, 13%. We got
Latium. The
okay,
one you
let's
are
say it
talking
right on
about,
this one.
Latium.
Yeah, Campania 8%, Sardinia, oh, I can't see too much. Sardinia 8%, Emilia Romagna 6%, Puglia 6%, Friuli Venezia Giulia 6%, Sicily 5%, Piemonte 4%, Abruzzo 4%, Liguria 3%, Calabria 3%, Veneto 2%, Basilicata 2%, Marche 1%, Lazio 1%, Trentino Alto Adige 1%.
Yes, thank you so
Did I
much,
miss something?
Italy.
No.
No. Grazie mille tutto, as they said, because we are
Prego,
talking about
grazie.
Tuscany, people. Now we are talking about their dishes in Tuscany. And next week, we're going to talk about Veneto. How many
Veneto.
percent? Veneto. We have 2% in Veneto. So please tune in next week, people. We're going to talk about Veneto dishes. And thank you, Apple Podcast, for having a 78.2%, Castbox at 7.5, web browser 6.9, iHeartRadio at 2.3, and others. So thank you so much for supporting this podcast. As we said, this podcast is created to empower food, food, food. So, Shafi, what will be the next in
The
Tuscany?
next is going to be the Lampredotto.
Oh,
Lampredotto
to
is street food of Firenze,
Tuscany.
especially.
Oh,
It's made. It's a sandwich, brother. It's a sandwich made with let's say, with the interior of the stomach of the cow.
oh,
Brother.
wow.
So it's like a tripe,
Right.
they use a
Oh,
tripe, slow cook in a broth, and then serve inside a sandwich with a nice salsa verde. It's a street food, very, very popular. Wherever you go, there is this,
you can find it.
yeah, this street cart that you can find all around. What they call the lampredottai. It's they are small cells.
Yes.
People that they sell in all around the city, and there are so many. It's like the little cart that they sell this street food, the classic Fiorentina style street food.
Yes. And it's low cook in a broth.
Yeah, it's a long. It's
Wow.
amazing. It's very, very good. To try. It's fantastic to try.
Yes. With
It's
salsa verde.
something different. Just sometimes people think it's the interior of the stomach. I don't know, but in Italy we eat it. We still eat it and we love it.
Yes. In different countries, they have
Gnaccio.
different version. Yeah,
Yes,
Shafi. For
yes.
sure.
After that is castagnaccio. Castagnaccio is practically it's a cake made with the chestnuts flour. It's a classic from Tuscany, but right now you can find close to Umbria, Piemonte, Liguria, Lazio, Emilia Romagna. You can find all over almost, and it's a very, very good cake. It's a very typical Tuscany cake, and you should try it. If you go to Tuscany, you need to try this
Oh, I want to try this,
this
Shafi.
typical dessert,
I love
especially in fall,
rosemary.
because chestnuts. That's the best time. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
actually, we just getting inside the fall. That's the best
Yes.
time to try.
Yes, I love the
And
rosemary.
I think that in Tuscany, there are chestnuts growing area over there. They are so huge.
Oh,
So
that's why it's castagnacio. Oh,
castagnaccio. Castagna means chestnuts. Yes.
oh, okay. Amazing. I want to try this dessert.
Yes.
This
After
combination of
that,
is it combination of rosemary, raisin, pine nuts? Oh, mamma mia,
yes,
people!
a
It's
big
like
combination of flavor. Then
panettone.
when you try, yes, it's something. Really something. The next is one of my favorites, pappardelle cinghiale. I love it. My mom always make it,
Mm,
so
yes,
can
it's a
don't talk
kind of
about that
pasta,
one.
people.
Uh, it's the pappardelle. It's they are a little bit wide, fettuccine or tagliatelle, whatever you want to say, wider, like and fresh pasta, of course, because you need a fresh pasta for this ragu. And it's a slow cook wild boar ragu. classic from Tuscany. There's so many wild boar over there, and you know uh, we enjoy to cook. Sorry about that, but they're so good.
Yes.
Anyway, most it's a countryside anyway, and especially during the hunting season, it's most popular. And I always try, we make pappardelle with the cinghiale, but I like even with the truffle on top. It's perfect. So it's another level completely. It's amazing. Pappardelle cinghiale with some nice fresh truffle on it. And if you got white truffle, even better.
Oh, yes. Home of the truffles, Italy, for sure. Black truffles,
Yeah.
white truffles.
Yes. And then I want to talk about the schiacciata all'uva. Schiacciata all'uva, it's a sweet flat bread. It's almost like a focaccia, almost. Made with the grapes. It's a traditional prepared during a grape harvest season. And the bread is soft with a little bit chewy texture and juicy grape flavor. So sometimes they put some rosemary on top too. So it's a
Yes.
very classic Toscana style
They
schiacciata con l'uva.
yes, they are fried
Most
like focaccia.
it's from the province of Grosseto. Grosseto actually is my mom's side, so it's the side of my mom where she comes from. And yeah, it's typical the kind of sweet focaccia.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. So,
Yes.
people, please do grab a copy of our Food 101 Volume 12 Italian Cuisine. What we are talking about here is most of the recipe is there. So, please do grab a copy. Available on Amazon and where books are sold. We have ebook, hard copy, and paperback. So, please do support our books, our merchandise, because our podcast become bigger.
Better and bolder,
Yes, look,
always.
always looking forward for oh no, fifth season. People, it's already our fifth year doing Food 101, and we are so grateful because we have a lot of milestones to celebrate, and we will continue doing this. We are because Chef and I are dedicated to do this podcast, and I'm planning to Chefy. I want to. Enter our podcast to best podcast in Canada.
Oh, nice.
I want to enter our podcast. I hope we're gonna win this year. Ah, no,
Well,
next
let's
year.
try.
Next year. I will try, Shafi. That I will
Mm,
submit our podcast, and then I hope we're gonna win. Best food podcast in Canada. Ah, thank you so much.
let's
I
try.
hope
Let's try.
we're claiming for that because Chef
Let's
and
try.
I working so hard for this podcast. As we said, we are dedicated to do
Mhm.
this every week. And tune in for our fifth season. Probably we're doing live cooking. Live cooking from what Toronto and where
Vancouver.
people, if you're first time to listen to us, Chef Alessandro working in Toronto while I'm working in British Columbia. So we are too far away, but we make sure that our fifth season will be better than our fourth season that we are doing. Right, Shafi?
Well, we're working on it. Come on.
We're working on it. Yes. Yay, yay, yay. We're working on it. So, Shafi, let's do summarize of what we talk
Yes.
about today.
Okay, today we talk about bistecca alla fiorentina first, then ribollita, pappa al pomodoro, then we talk about caciucco alla livornese, after that we talk about panzanella, then we talk about fagioli all'uccelletto, the beans, bird beans, something like
Birds
that.
beans, yes.
The lampredotto, we talk about castagnaccio, pappardelle al cinghiale e schiacciata all'uva.
Yes. People,
Yes.
this is exemplify the farm table earthly style of Tuscany. And each region in Italy offers a culinary experience that reflects its geography,
Mhm.
history, and culture, creating a rich and varied food landscape across the country. So tune in next week, people, because we're gonna talk about Veneto.
Veneto,
Oh,
Veneto.
Veneto, yes. Veneto, chef, is Venice.
No, it's Veneto is the region. Venice is a city.
Oh, okay. So Veneto is what are the province like Venice
Wow,
or
there's so
some
many.
part of Italy.
Well,
Let's
we
let's
summarize. We summarize next week, so we got lots to talk
yes,
about.
yes, for sure, people. So tune in. Veneto.
So
What
we try
are
to
the
find a combination with the city and the food.
Oh yes, that'd be
That would be good.
awesome.
Okay,
Yes,
that's good.
yes, yes. And before we go on, people, please do listen to my other podcast, Abstract Essay on our fourth season. We talk about arts, people, because we love arts. We love food, we love arts, we love music, we love geography, and all about
Books.
that. So, people, please do support our abstract essay on our fourth season. So, Shafi,
We got people.
see you
Bye bye.
soon.